Welcome to Warmaster Gaming, where we dive deep into naval warfare strategy. I'm Bill, and today we're taking on a special challenge in sea power. If you played Jane's Fleet Command back in the day, you know it was a classic naval strategy game. For me, it was my first real introduction to commanding a fleet, and now, thanks to the Fleet Command mod for sea power, some of those iconic scenarios have been brought into the game. Today I'm diving into two missions. First, CVBG Norwegian Sea, where I'll put a carrier battle group to the test against Soviet forces. Then it gets tougher with, nominated for an Oscar, a high-stakes scenario where we'll be hunting an elusive Soviet submarine using every piece of ASW technology at our disposal to track and eliminate the threat. Let's see if I can outmaneuver the enemy and secure victory. Okay, well, let's get this mission started. We're going to be doing first CVBG Norwegian Sea. So this mission is an easy one, it says. But there's some caveats to it, so we'll get to those. It says protect the carrier from Tu-22M2 backfire bombers equipped with long-range AS-4 kitchen air-to-surface missiles. Targeting information may be relayed by Tu-142 Bear J maritime patrol aircraft. Destroy all hostile aircraft. Do not let any bombers escape. So that's our thing. We gotta shoot these bombers out of the air. And as you can see, we start out with some unknown tracks all around us. So first thing we're going to do is kind of get these guys lined up to inspect this stuff. We're going to put them to weapons free. Now, in case they do launch any missiles, we're going to go ahead and set these guys to weapons free also. That way we can kind of shoot them down, but not too worried about that. Anything these bombers get off into the air is going to have an issue, as we're going to shoot them down. So, and let's go ahead and get to our flight deck. Let's launch two F-14s. And we'll do air-to-air intercept and launch those guys. Alright, and we're already starting to light up with having some issues, so what is this guy doing?
Roger, turn 033.
So yeah, sometimes you kind of have to reiterate the orders to these things. We will set that guy on a path. This guy obviously didn't listen when I said turn. So it's a little buggy still. I mean, we're still in, as I'm recording this, we're still in early access, so yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We got this guy up here, that guy, and that guy. There should be a fourth one down here. So the key to this mission is get there quick. We had to close within 75 nautical miles to launch our AIM-54As, as we can see. Well, about 75 nautical miles, which this guy already is. So, the key to this is, when we attack this guy, he's going to do just one. If you do just one, every time I played it in sea power, it's got knocked down. So we're just going to unload. My experience has shown that then our missiles will actually hit and take out our target. So that does that guy. We'll see how this guy is. He's 97 nautical miles away, and we have our other aircraft that we launched here. So I'm going to take these guys out of the formation, because I want them to split up and go separate ways. I want one guy to go here at full afterburner, and I want them to go to 10,000 feet. Let's change it a little bit more that way. This guy, we're going to head in that direction. Same thing, we're going to go afterburners. and 10,000 feet. For both of them, we're going to set air defense state to weapons free. Looks like we took one of our guys out. Good. So, alright, this guy, we're definitely within range now, so let's unload everything. I'll tell this guy, go ahead and return to base. I'm not going to need him anymore. He doesn't have anything to shoot with anyway, so. We should have our aircraft going in different directions, and we don't. Okay, so yeah, little buggy.
Roger, turn 132.
Make sure that they go full speed. Apparently they didn't get my instructions last time in 10,000 feet. Air defense state. Navigate the core, go afterburner, go to 10,000. And there's our second one going. Good. Until this guy returned to base, because he has no more long range missiles. Again, we're looking for 75 nautical miles. We got a bit for that guy. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that guy's doing. Should have a fourth guy out here somewhere. He's probably already bugging out, so we'll do it that way. So this will be our next target we go for. He's going 891 knots. Way faster than the speed of sound, so we are booking. Do we have our air search radar on?
Air search on. Radar high. Air search on. Radar high. Air search on. Radar high.
So it might help out a little bit, but looks like we lost track of that guy down here. We're at 35 nautical miles. Still climbing. So we can probably skip ahead a little bit.
Birds away. Track 7007.
All right, and now we're within range. We can start attacking this guy.
Engage track 7006. Engage track 7.
Again, we're gonna dump everything we got because I think they get confused and not able to shoot down that many missiles. Still don't see our fourth guy that was out here yet. Let's get a bird's eye view. What are you doing? Oh, Cool, so you can control the missiles in mid-flight. That's good to know. Not what I wanted to do, but
Kill track 7.
and we got him. Cool. And that's that mission. So that was a quick one. All right, now we'll move on to our next mission, which is nominated for an Oscar. This guy can be a little bit tough, so let's see if we can't get through it. Soviet Oscar 1 class nuclear powered guided missile submarine and a possible Soviet auxiliary intelligence gathering vessel is our enemy. We have a search attack unit of the Yorktown and the Nicholas, which oddly enough isn't the right names on the map there, but we'll go with it. And we have an Air Force base where we can launch more P-3Cs. So we want to search for and destroy the Oscar, which is last seen in this area over here. Do not engage civilian vessels. So last known contact with the Oscar was within 50 nautical miles. Approximately southwest of my SAU. Reports indicated Soviet auxiliary intelligence gathering vessel may be shadowing your forces and relaying targeting information. So we're gonna have to take him out quick. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get started. See if we can't hunt this guy down. Can't guarantee I'm gonna do it because it's a little bit hard, but I have done it before. So I'm not going to launch any. I'm not going to launch any helicopters from my ships. I'm not going to do active sonar because the distance is so ridiculously low on that. Unless they're right on you, you're not going to be able to see them. And we're just going to go, but we could launch one from here. Because I want to check these guys out. Because one of those could be the auxiliary ship that we're looking for. So let's launch a helicopter, and about 45 nautical miles, so somewhere around here maybe is where this guy should be. So let's go see if we can't draw a line. Apparently we cannot. Oh yeah, so I'm using the wrong thing. I always get confused. Let's see, that circle marker, yeah, circle. Somewhere along this line. So what we're gonna do, we have our P-3C here, which is way too high up in the air. Let's bring him more along to search in this area, and we're gonna bring him down to 1,000 feet. These planes are really cool for hunting submarines because they have the magnetic anomaly detector, the MAD device, but you can only really use that when you're right above the ocean surface. So we're going to kind of sink down here to a low altitude. We'll get down to 300 once we get along in this area, and we'll see what we can't find out. Where's our helicopter? Launched yet? Not quite yet. Wait for him to launch. He's going down. And just for extra measure, in case we need it, let's go ahead and launch another one of those P-3Cs. He's still descending. Go to our helicopter again. And he is launched. So let's start kind of going along these guys. I can kind of see their smokestacks out there already. He's still descending. Looks like we're about 8,000 feet. Okay. Our helicopter's already identifying stuff, so that's good. Hasn't gotten to this one yet or that one. Yeah, just your average fishing boat. Nothing to see here. Don't know what that guy is yet. Got this guy checked out too, so it looks like these are a bunch of fishing vessels. So are these. Nothing to worry about there. Looks like he is leveled out about where we want him, so we're almost here. Let's go ahead and get at 300 feet. Now you might be tempted to drop a bunch of sono buoys, but those are active. They have better distance than the active sonar, but you still have to have something around to kind of listen in. So you have to drop your sono buoy, have the airplane circle around it for a couple of times, but that's really only if you know where the general idea of the vicinity of where the Oscar is, and we don't. So we're going to kind of do a crisscross pattern, see if we can't locate this guy, maybe by chance fly over it. So we'll do that and hopefully pick it up here. If not, oh look, while that guy's descending, we have identified our bad guy here, so let's go ahead and attack. Let's get rid of that so he can't relay our position.
Bulldog away. Traffic 7005.
These are probably some more fishing boats. We'll check and see. He's at our right altitude now, so we should be picking up any metal magnetic anomalies once we get around that area. And up and goodbye, auxiliary vessel.
Objective complete.
Yep, we've sunk the Soviet spy ship. This will make it harder for the Oscar to make any award-worthy performances against your ships. Cool. That guy's gonna go down. So now we go focus back on our airplane here, our P3C. Tell this guy to return back to base.
Roger, RTB.
Yep, looks like some more fishing vessels, so. Cool beans. Now's the boring part, where we gotta kind of crisscross and hope we, by some stroke of luck, fly over our Oscar. Then things should heat up a little bit.
Air search on. Radar high. Air search on. Radar high.
I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and make sure that we got our air defense set to weapons free in case that Oscar does launch anything at us. We'll be covered.
Roger, turn 2, Roger, turn 094. Roger, turn 101. Roger, turn 150.
Okay.
Roger, turn 145.
Okay, so we can see they kind of just gave away their position by launching missiles. So we need to adjust our line. Can I grab onto it? So it's somewhere over here. So we can cancel this guy.
Roger, turn
Start heading this way. He's got to be somewhere in here. Now, these Oscars are pretty fast, relatively speaking, for a submarine, so we're going to go ahead and kind of just set this as our little search area for now. It has to be in there somewhere. So, do that. We'll start playing again.
Birds away, track 7013.
And we're going to go ahead, now that we have a general idea, we're going to kind of drop a sonar buoy. This guy, we're going to send him in a general area as well. And let's speed him up a little bit.
Roger, Buster.
See, now that we have a general idea, we can start dropping sonar buoys.
Track 7.
Start listening.
1, 5. Buoy away.
Alright, our buoy's in the water. Hopefully if it's somewhere close, we can hear it. So we'll kind of keep our airplane around to listen. You'll see he kind of fly in a circle pattern around it. Maybe while we're doing that circle pattern, we'll fly right over it and our MAD device will go off. drop another several around this area, so while he's flying around, he'll be able to pick up anything that they detect. And keep an eye on this area, because he doesn't just launch missiles and run away. They'll keep on launching missiles, so keep an eye on the area. Wherever missiles pop up, you can kind of adjust your search area.
Buoy away.
Other buoy. Trying to set a net, a sonar net, and catch this guy. Oh, here we go. We got him. We're gonna go ahead and launch. Now, these P3Cs don't just turn on a dime, so they have to get lined up to attack correctly. But now we have a better location where this guy is, so we're gonna put that right there. We're gonna shrink it a little bit. Let's do our attack. So we'll hopefully drop some torpedoes in the water. They'll pick it up on sonar and be able to track it down. They do a set of 3, I believe, when we drop these. Let's say we lucked out. We got the magnetic anomaly device to pick it up. So he's gonna go hopefully get on a track to drop those. Yeah, drop those torpedoes. And if we have our other guy around, he could assist us, but I'm dropping maybe a few sonar buoys. He's starting his turn, and we'll do his run here. I might have to play that Cold Waters mission again where you play the submarine and have to escape. This seems like it was a lot easier for the enemy to find me in that one. Alright, come on, drop your torpedoes. And they just launched more missiles.
Birds away, track 7017.
But we got our air defense on free, so those will get shot. Not too worried about that. Just hope this guy remembers to drop his torpedoes, because that does happen where they forget.
Whip it away.
There we go. There's our torpedo. Our magnetic anomaly has moved. Hopefully our torpedo will pick it up.
Birds away, track 7017.
Active sonar is picking up.
VID.
No, we don't want a VID. We want to attack.
Engaging 7016.
See that submarine moves pretty fast. And this guy chase after the noisemaker. Yeah, looks like it did. Maybe it'll come back around. So there it is. Maybe it's reacquired the Oscar. Hostile submarine, that's right. And the noisemaker is doing its job. So back to this guy. We're gonna drop all kinds of torpedoes on top of them. Reacquire the signal. I tell you, if this torpedo actually sinks it, that's gonna be just awesome. No help coming for this guy yet. Way out there.
Whip it away.
There we go. Now we're dropping a load. Let's go ahead and drop another.
Roger. Turn 010. On station.
All right, you guys acquire it. Apparently they moved. Yes.
016.
Yes. There we go. You come over here and drop. We'll make sure we did the job. So we'll drop a passive sonar buoy right on top of that area. So I think that was 3 hits. I think pretty good chance we sunk it. Can you please drop us on the boy? Guess we're gonna have to let him get out far so we can turn around and get lined up on it. I think it was headed in that direction, so. Was it? Nope, it was headed.
Victory.
There we go. Finally sunk. So there you go. We were able to find our Oscar and sink it. Played a couple of missions from the Jane's Fleet Command redo mod, which is pretty cool. We'll get to relive some nostalgia. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And we'll get in some more videos later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.